Welcome back to the Lifespring Age, episode 47, Dinner at the Captain's Table. With Azalea back in the fold, we try to catch her up on everything she's missed over the last few days, and we dive into the tarot readings. Follow us on the socials, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Kicking back into it. One more thing I forgot to mention.
Why does the phrase "picking back in" feel so
I don't
weird?
know. This is so, but one more thing that Rusty failed to mention, that I forgot to mention rather, and Rusty didn't, and he definitely mentions it, is that not only did you you get a tarot card, he got a tarot reading by Lafi, and everyone else got a tarot reading who was there. From the he kind of describes vicariously what this woman looks like, and he mentions that while she was recovering, Riptide was being looked after by a cleric, a trickery cleric, who had changed her appearance using magic to look like Riptide and like pretend to be her while she was wrestling to make money. But I thought it would be interesting to pass over to as like the evening passes on, you all like, you know how like people congregate in areas, like people walk past and someone sits down and they're looking at, like, you know, catching up on things, like seeing the different tarot cards and stuff. And let's imagine somehow there's a convergence of, like, a casual convergence of people. Whoever wants to be there can be there, but I would ask that as many of you as possible are there in this nice relaxed atmosphere as you're passing through a rather beautiful vista of countryside on your left, which is Algadane, beautiful rolling fields that you pass through, and on your right is the still quite beautiful but slightly more rugged mountainous region of Yadradan, and you can see the griffins perched on some of the hills that are looking out for prey, but they're nowhere near coming in the boat. It's just like bird life in action. So it's nice vista you have, and there's food available, there's drinks available. It's a nice chilled atmosphere. But I thought it might be interesting to pass over to the party to catch Amber and Azalea up on what happened since you got separated in the Adventure Con, as a wee little bit of a catch up of the last probably, I might even say 10 sessions. It might legitimately be 10 sessions.
I think I looked last time, it was about 6, but because we've had loads of breaks, it feels like longer.
Yeah,
we had like 3 breaks, I think.
I will quickly look.
This will be for me episode 48. I think
this is session 39.
Yeah, so I do have it handy, but yeah, so I thought it'd be interesting for you to catch it, because obviously a lot happened in terms of just raw information.
The last time Azalea was here was 33, and today is 39, so...
Oh, yeah, 6 sessions then. So yeah, I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to catch up. So as you're there, let's say, for example, hypothetically, Lafi and Lorelei are walking past, laughing about this one particular person in the cookery club who, before they went in, was really blowing their own trumpet about, you know, how experienced they are at making ravioli, and, you know, they completely fucked it up, whilst their like daughter was there like rolling her eyes, and they'd done a really good job of it, and the chef the chef had made a real fuss of like this old lady and was pretend flirting with it. You know, all these nice little things happening, you're like, laughing about it, weren't they, card kind of thing. And you walk past, and you see Rusty and Riptide sat there, and there's plenty of seats around. They sit down. You notice that they're talking about Adventure Con, and like, what happened to Riptide, and like catch them. Riptide's about somewhere. She's like up on the deck. So yeah, what would you like? How would you catch her up? No pressure.
Well, what specifically were they talking about when we walked in? Because that might help.
Yeah.
Like, what part of Adventure Con?
Yeah, because it was so like like Rusty was saying that he got a tarot reading too before that they found Riptide, and like that's what he was talking about. But he didn't get his reading until afterwards because he wasn't there. No, he was saying how everyone got a reading. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then they went and found Riptide, but he doesn't know the specifics, so I don't think he would have really cared about the specifics. He definitely wouldn't have remembered.
It's just so much. I'm just gonna scroll up through my notes to figure out the information.
The thing that would have stuck with Lafi is the person, because if they were talking about the cleric that was taking care of Riptide, whose name I forget.
Stu. Pseudonym.
There we go.
Yeah, that was it. Because you also
I knew
said
it
that
was
she
a
had a
joke.
very forgettable face.
Oh yeah,
Um,
hyper forgettable face.
Which feels mean, but no, I think the one thing that she'd remember is that they were like hiding from someone. Whose name I believe was Arabella.
Yes, Arabella Summers. Yeah. Or at least they were scared of someone called Arabella Summers.
I think they said they were on the run.
We'll find out. I'm scrolling up. It was a while ago. Arabella.
So I will fill in a little bit of the gaps. Sue, when you arrived in the tent after like confronting the fake, the pseudo Riptide, and she revealed herself to be this girl Susan. She thought that one of you, specifically Lou.
As Lou walks in, the woman says, "April, autumn, is Arabella Summers here? Or is Arabella here?"
Yeah,
that's what I have in my notes.
Yeah. And she thought one
and
of
all
you...
because I waved.
Yeah, she thought one of you was this either April or Autumn, and she was terrified of this as Arabella figure.
Yes, Susanna doesn't want to be found by Arabella. Yeah, that's what I have.
And didn't we also see somebody who we, at first glance, we thought looked like Azalea?
Which was Arabella. I believe. I could be wrong with that. That's what I...
No, I thought we saw somebody getting taken away.
Oh, that was...
No, it was a guard. A guard said that they took somebody away.
Yeah. That was Schrodinger's. That was Schrodinger's Azalea.
Yeah, Schrodinger's Azalea. I didn't know how long we'd be waiting for that.
Also ended up putting marijuana in the farm of Wolf's parents.
Oh yeah, no, that I think he was there for that, yeah.
But there was also... Because, Arabella, we never actually met her, did we?
No.
She was described to look similar to Azalea, I think. There's Tarot. So I'm just going through all my...
I don't know, Amber, if you can hear, but I can't hear you if you're talking, but you would remember that when you were at the farm and you were in the pub one night, somebody mistook you for Arabella at first glance. I don't know if you would have passed.
Because I could have sworn it was ages and ages ago, but there was someone we saw in a bar.
Yeah, this guy came up to you and said that he looked like Arabella, and he was really excited to have you back.
Yeah, Azalea
and they were like traveling.
Yeah, it was at an inn.
Like traveling.
It was session 30. Yeah. Azalea raises some eyebrows and mistaken once or twice for someone else. She's been mistaken for Arabella Summers and her group, singers and dancers, mentioned to be the spitting image of each other.
Right.
My notes. It helped.
Yay! It's all worthwhile. There were some other things that happened there as well, and I will reel them off and let you guys provide context for them if you want. The bronze
Caesar.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to mention.
The douchebag Dragonborn was there, who's doing a really unusual series of tests.
Weird
that didn't seem to have.
Yeah, he was like pricking people's fingers
with like a weird, like electric shock. I think
if you
mentioned.
were small, you didn't get pricked.
Yeah, he was.
So specifically mediums.
He was smallest, and just a bitch.
Yeah.
We spent like half a session making him trip.
Yeah, he was the guy. He was the bronze. He was bronze dragonborn. I assume
He was met in the mayor's office.
Yeah, we met in the mayor's office in Greencrest after we helped with the tried to deal with the Kilpatrick situation. He was there, and he was really annoying. Then we did some poems, poetry contest.
Poetry slam is epic. I loved it.
Then there was a guy named Callum who read out the poems. Lafi, I think Lafi won. And then we saw... Wait, no. Only Lafi saw it, right?
I didn't see the face of the guy trying to get on the boat, did I?
One of us saw it, didn't we?
Could I put two and two together and remember that was the guy that was reading the poems?
Yeah, I told you it was, yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
What else happened?
There was... Obviously the fight that you mentioned once we got back to the farm. The whole thing with Lafi giving us the feats. There was the Little Sisters competition.
Mm.
Oh, the fancy dress
Little sisters
cosplay
look alike.
Yeah.
Um,
There was a Minotaur there who.
Daisy.
Who should have been called
Daisy.
Daisy, yeah.
Yeah. Amelia.
Amelia.
I still can't believe that
Melissa.
Lafi lost the cosplay of the sisters.
Well, she
Because
was-
Hey,
wasn't there a
Charlie
freckle
Chaplin
for the
lost
long,
the Charlie
long,
Chaplin lookalike competition.
Okay,
Dolly Parton
yeah,
lost to
fair
Dolly
enough,
Parton
I guess.
lookalike. I think Dolly Parton lost to Dolly Parton lookalike contest to a drag queen.
Mhm.
I was just looking at my notes
I
and I
think it's
randomly,
great.
I had random things like an animal and then a thing, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it's Laffy when she did speak with animals, and I was so confused. It was like, "Mouse, do you like the cheese, or is that a stereotype?" I was like, "Huh? Oh, oh." Aeon and Kudo drew from the deck of many things.
Yeah, that's how
We
I met
did.
Fred.
That's how Fred exists, and Kudo got attacked by it was the spirit of death.
Yeah, he got. Yeah.
It has already been like, what, 5 or 6 days since that happened? When is the thing going back? Because
we
he said
don't
he would-
know.
We don't know. Oh yeah,
Well, Kudo,
Kudo,
I
what's coming up with
advise
that
you
with
to
the
always
boss
have
on
your
that?
sword nearby.
Yeah, we should be careful with that.
Yeah.
I got a free tattoo on my hand.
That's,
I wouldn't call it a tattoo.
Nah.
Azalea was there for the Runo conversation, right?
the initial
Yeah.
one, yeah. Also, one question: did Azalea ever get her pop figure?
Yeah, I think she was there for that session.
I can't remember.
What?
Nope.
I
There you
made
go.
I made Funko Pop
wasn't.
figures of all of the characters, and what they are like spell platforms. So if anyone has access to one of these and attunes to it, they can cast a spell on that figure as if they were casting it on you there and then. So stuff like heal and revivify you can do from like across the room, so you don't have to be touching them. But the downside is that you have to be attuned to it to do it.
Yeah, and if somebody
Yeah, I wasn't there
hits
for
them,
this.
we take and like destroys them. Don't
No,
we
I got
take
rid of
a
that. I got rid of
Okay.
that.
Okay, good.
For
Oh,
me,
I love
that's scary.
Cool.
What else? There was the fight on the bridge, which Rusty mentioned. There was the conversation that Laffy had with Chiken. Oh, Aeon was really mean to a painter.
I didn't mean to be mean. I just wanted to add my pledge
Aeon was mean
You
to
destroyed the man's
Aeon
dreams.
was mean to a painter. Riptide and I got some really bad lemonade. We had a fight. We got to the boat.
Oh, go on. Describe what happened.
No,
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, Riptide will join at this point, but won't interrupt. Sorry.
So, Lou, and I don't know how much of this she's going to appreciate me repeating, but Lou told us some quite troubling tales of her youth, and said that there is a guy called William, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. Who is after her because she has a book that belongs to him. We have the book now, and it's not just him that we have to worry about, but also apparently she has a sister who likes to sneak into people's rooms and play with their bowels. And to try and prove a point yesterday, after going on for about 40 minutes and telling us all these horrific things, including the fact that she used to kill street dogs and eat them, she thought it would be a great idea to try and sneak into our room last night and steal Wolf's bag of holding, which has the book inside of it. She didn't. She hid it under the bed and left a really passive-aggressive letter on the side, which I think kind of tipped Wolf over the edge a little bit, and that's why they had a fight this morning. Because Lou's just being very difficult. And we're just trying to help her, but she's trying to make everyone's lives very difficult, and we're not really sure what to do at this point.
Riptide's going to nod here, and she's also going, oh, and also, by the way, Lorelei got her a telepathy back as well. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Yes!
Because of Laffy. In that moment, we all the glow and the stars and stuff. Just speaks into Azalea's head like that. Like that.
And the benefit now is you don't have to wait for Wolf to initiate it. You have group chat enabled.
Wolf is like a walking Bluetooth.
What's the range on that?
150.
150. It's any combat map that I'm realistically ever going to use.
Full range telepathy is 150 feet. The creatures can return to the range. Yeah.
Nice.
And also while you're within about 100 feet of me, I know where you are exactly. That sounds really creepy. It just means just in case. Just in case anything bad happens, I know. Yeah.
Wait, so even if I try to stealth around you,
I don't want to talk to you.
You can't tell where I am?
Yes. Does that change anything?
Okay.
I think it's only limited to the people in the telepathy, though.
Yes.
Yeah. So Rusty's looking around, looking around. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh yes, other important things. We got Ingrid a cloak, and we gave her a saddle, and we did a painting on the side of the house. And Runo's on the boat with us, with Kathy. He's somewhere. I've not seen him today. And he looks off to the right to try to remember, see if he's forgotten anything else. And then
you're doing laps for 24 hours straight.
Yeah. Oh, and he goes, and this is the card that I thought was the best one from my tarot reading, and he puts it on the table. Do you all remember what cards you took?
Yeah, I've written it down.
Laffy had the sun card, and it was the one with the slight glow.
I can find it. I don't remember it.
Okay.
I need to look in my character sheet.
I have mine, but I didn't tell anyone which one it was.
That's
I had
will need to know now.
Card
if
of the
that's okay.
Hermit.
Card of the Hermit. Bear me one moment.
Oh my god, am I stupid? Where the fuck was it? I know I wrote
I'll
it
just
down.
send it to you.
So Hermit from Aeon. Laughing at the Sun. What was it that if you want to tell me individually, Lou and Kudo, you can. Oh, there we go. I think you
I didn't write down what cards I got. I just
you asked me like 3 times.
Actually, I have.
No.
Who told me.
I wrote down what they kind of meant.
I do have it, luckily. I don't have Lou's one because we were never told it.
Yeah.
So Wolf will show the Ace of Wisdom, which is a card that looks a bit like Laffy. Kudo's was the High Priestess.
Okay.
Laffy was the Sun. Aeon's was the Hermit. I don't know what Lou's was.
Okay, that's fine. They've just told me. Cool.
Also, James, since I just looked it up, can you tell me what this was about? I noted it in my character sheet, and I don't remember in what context this was.
So yours was a High Priestess, right?
Yes.
I will email you the X.
No, what I've sent you just right.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I did note that short thing down, and I don't remember what it was about.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That was Schrodinger's Azalea. If I needed to fill some more time without her.
Yes.
Yeah. I will also. Yeah. So, as you all bring out these cards from your pocket,
with our powers combined,
like
we can summon Exodia.
No. Riptide. You might well get a fresh reading if that other card ever comes out. You look at them all, you see them all in front of you. Rusty.
I assume it's everyone's but Lou.
But Lou's, yeah. And Rusty doesn't have his on him because I can't remember what he took because I'm an idiot after that session. But
you might have got all of them. Wouldn't he have got all of them because his was Laffy?
No, but there's one. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, we won't do Rusty's. Riptide looks over with like a curious, not jealousy. Like she's missed out on a party bag. She looks over like, they're pretty cool. And you look at them, but Yeah, as you lay them out, it looks like the reading is unfinished for the moment.
Oh.
Oh, there's 4 on the table.
I assume we need lose, but I don't.
I assume we need Luz and Azaleas and.
I didn't get
maybe
one.
Bristol's. I'm not even gonna talk to her. Can I? What my passive insight is high enough where if she doesn't roll well, I will know she's lying. I don't know if she's lying.
I'm not going to
assuming.
force you. You're not gonna, I mean, you can. I think that at the minute there is a fundamental break in trust between the two characters.
I wonder why.
So I mean, if Lou is lying, Wolf would be looking out to know if she's lying. So like,
Yeah,
if she
equally-
is, I would like to know.
Yeah, I would.
I don't mind rolling if you want to.
Yeah, like, I would say if you want to know, yeah, roll.
Obviously,
for
I'm
it.
not going to know the car. I just want to know if she's lying.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
assume me as the player assume she is.
That's a 20.
I will make an insight check.
That's 21. Bonus.
14. Cool.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, I actually don't think you would fully trust her. At
I
the
don't
moment anyway.
trust her at all.
Beats it.
So,
Beats it.
I have a +1 for the skill.
Yeah,
so-
yes.
doesn't she get a bonus for reading people?
Yep. I get a D12, I think.
Ooh.
So really, the roll doesn't matter. But
Yeah,
Hang
so,
on, let
yeah.
me-
I mean, you can,
Empathizing and understanding others' emotions, a D12.
is this empathize?
that's true.
No, it's understanding other people's emotions, though. Like, if
As
you
in-
can see she's. There's a
No,
difference
what's
between
empathizing?
empathizing and
This is-
understanding.
No, I don't want to be antagonistic. I'm just saying that this is Laffy trying to read a deception, not read emotion. This is different. I would say this is different in this instance.
How about this? We'll roll a d4. Evens, you get it. On evens, you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're happy with that, yeah.
Wait.
I can't remember what the thing was. I'd say Laffy rolled higher, so I'm going to say she won.
Yeah, sure. Lou's lying.
Oh, really? No way.
Oh no! Who would
I'm
have
gonna-
Like that
thought?
happened
If
before.
I connect with Wolf and say that in Wolf's head, is Lou gonna hear it?
No, you
Nah.
can tunnel it.
I'm gonna say it in Wolf's head. She's lying.
I think just to laugh at Lorelai goes, well, there's a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tense, character driven. Love it. Okay, so
That's not going to backfire anytime soon.
Yeah, there's
Surely
this
not.
moment of tension as you pull these cards out, and you know there's a moment of withdrawal and hesitation from a member of the party.
Who's to say which one?
Sensing the tension in the air.
I
Riptide-
also still need to have a talk with Laffy.
Oh, for Jesus Christ, I forgot about that.
Does it need to be private?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna voice that
Can we
out
enjoy a
loud?
meal and then do it, please?
Sorry, what?
Can we enjoy a meal and then do it, please?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. So we'll skip forward a little bit then, as you all get ready for dinner with the captain. Now, dinner on the boat last night was a little bit of a chaotic affair for a couple of reasons, but I think some of you actually missed dinner. There is a couple of places on the boat to eat. There's a buffet, which has got just loads of different types of food in it, and that's where the kids love to eat because they can just eat entire plates of pizza and shit. I also love it.
I was about to say this, not just the kids, let's be honest.
Yeah,
Who
there's
doesn't?
kids,
Who
yeah.
doesn't want to have an entire
Yeah,
plate of pizza?
and sometimes they try like
I like the restaurant areas on cruise ships, I'll be honest. The
I
buffet
like the
area
restaurant
never. Yeah.
I've also
yeah,
never
so
been on
it's
one side
all a
of
bit
it.
like meh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the restaurant areas are nice. So you have you walk through. Your armor that you wear to battle is perfectly acceptable. However, if you would like to be wearing something a little bit nicer, you can be. Riptide's armor is like heavily damaged. Like really, she
wear armor?
doesn't. Well, like her outfit, she doesn't wear armor. So it's
Okay.
like she just fights in her clothes. And she looks down and she's like, I don't think this is suitable for a nice polite meal. So she's going to go and buy herself some like nice new clothes. Not like super fancy, just like more practical than anything, but they like look smart. She's got like a button shirt and stuff. She rolls the sleeves
I
up.
think Laura
Like,
will
nice
probably get
trousers.
herself something as well because she doesn't
Yeah.
have.
I'd get a nice, non-expensive one, but like a like a small, not small, but like a black tie suit, like a cheap one.
Mm-hmm.
Like one off the shelf, not adjusted, just standard, just something that fits, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the world is your oyster, and I will say for like a gold, you can get like just one gold, you can get like a reasonably nice, like something you think will do for this nice meal. Like the boat it has like shops and stuff on it.
What
And
is the meals vibe? Because that very much depends on the image I try to find.
Well, you don't know yet.
That's a
The
good point.
captain has said like the captain's table. Generally, that means like that you've not seen an area on the boat that will be dedicated to that, but like you've been told to come to like a part of the ship for a certain time, like let's say hot. It doesn't really matter what time. You're just told to be there in the mid evening for dinner, and then you'll be like taken presumably to the table. There are like restaurants. There's like burger places. There's like steak places. There's sushi bars. There's something for every palate and every like walk of life kind of thing on the boat. He takes you. You're led through to what can only be described as like a fine, fine Italian or French dining restaurant, where there's like very few families. It's mainly like couples or like retirees, and the captain is sat at this large table, and he, as you're directed over by some nameless member of staff, he stands
Not
up.
little chef.
No, little chef's cooking. Little chef's busy cooking.
That's true.
The Captain Birdseye stands up and greets you all one by one as you come to the table. Thank you for coming along. So honoured that you get to join me tonight. Yes, come on, please, ladies. One after another, sit down, please. And there's like little placards for each person. Like it's been set out. You know, there's like 4 forks, 4 knives, loads of spoons, and a little name tag kind of thing for everyone. There's a glass for water, glass for red wine, glass for white wine, and a glass for champagne. Rusty is here, and he's wearing a little bow tie, and it's next to you.
I mean, his armor acts like a suit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
So
does. Yeah, he just looks really.
I put
fancy.
the image that I think Lorelai's wearing, something like that in general.
Let's have a look.
James,
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
It's gonna be librarian vibes. I don't know why, but I like.
Yeah, I bet. Probably the glasses, but she doesn't wear glasses, so.
Mm.
James, I will use my fabulous gem to put on the most extravagant outfit you could think of.
Dripping
Like-
in finery.
Smoking a monocle, top hat.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah,
Just be careful, because after an hour,
just like business cat. Yeah.
after
Yeah,
an
I
hour,
put
everyone's
on-
gonna know you're wearing nothing.
I put on something easy.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're all granted. He shakes your hand and he kind of like nods his head to everybody. He sits down. So he waits for everyone else to be like placed before he himself sits, and he gives you a big smile and goes, "Now, usually on the ships, people refer to me as Captain Birdseye, but for the sake of this rather informal meal, you can call me Richard Birdseye. And yes, the menus will be out presently, but I've got to ask, how has your voyage been so far? I do hope you've been enjoying the boat."
Yeah, it's not been too bad. It's been quite enjoyable.
Oh, I'm glad to hear. Thank you for getting us on our way. We would have likely still been stuck where we were it not for your hard work. I've spoken to Stevie, and he says you've done a right rare job on the engine, so we should be able to get into dock no problem. He's more than happy. So thank you again. I hope the small recompense was worthwhile for your efforts.
By the way, does Lou still have the
Nipple tassels.
yeah?
Oh
the
no, I
braces
removed
on?
that.
Can you make a sleight of hand check, please?
Yes.
So if you're able to get him off with that damage.
DC 20, right?
DC 20.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, you have hero points.
19.
You have villain points.
I don't have
Um,
hero points.
Well, there we go. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Can I just damage my armor a little bit and just get him off?
It will mean that at some point you will have to replace the armor. It will not be suitable for battle.
Yeah, I found that.
Okay, cool. It's not expensive. It's like 35 gold. But yeah, so yeah, Lou is there. Her armor's looking mysteriously tattered. He's not going to comment on that because he did say that your armor is suitable attire. And he starts asking you, goes around the table a little bit. For the sake of this, Rusty and Riptide have ordered ribs, and it's taking their entire concentration. So they will not be answering these questions unless you really need me to like fill in the blank. And he just goes round and he asks, like to any one of you, and any one of you can jump in. So, what got you into adventuring?
Money.
Money, yes. Yes, it's unfortunately not. I can't say noble, but it's the biggest draw, and he's gonna cast her eye out to some of the others. Anyone out there to save the world? He kind of says with a half smile.
That would be me.
Yeah,
Kind of.
excellent.
Mixed with a bit of divine intervention.
Okay, and I've never met a Tanuki before, but a lot of you about?
Not really. That's kind of the problem.
That's that. Only child myself. Oh no, I'm not. He's got a brother. Yeah, it's just me and my brother. The two of us were only children.
Only child.
Only child. Yeah. And it's divine intervention, isn't he? And what about yourself? And he nods to another one of you.
I did it to find myself more than anything, to have a purpose, to focus myself.
Interesting. And did it help? Did it work?
Yeah. Took my mind off things, helped me have a purpose, find what I'm meant to be doing.
I'm just going to change the music. This is very intense music. Giving me anxiety. Just going to quickly change this.
Wait, you don't already have anxiety at this session? Wow.
This particular music is giving me the same anxiety I get when I accidentally Q jump. Okay, this is going to be a fucking wild change of tone. This playlist is called Relaxed Boss Nova. Okay.
I mean,
so
nothing's playing, but...
Give it a second.
No, all the tracks are being skipped.
Oh, what? Oh, okay, right. Someone sort the music out for me. So he looks around. He goes, yes, this is a real thing. And so, I don't know if you can tell me this, but what's the scariest thing you've ever fought?
Wolf.
Never actually fought me. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying.
3 people on a bridge.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a
A
hot
big
one.
plant.
Patrick.
Kilpatrick. What? I mean, I was expecting you to say a dragon. Have you fought a dragon?
No. We're not suicidal.
Oh, well, what about...
The rock shark we fought, that was
Oh, sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
the rock shark we fought, didn't we? We fought Gale.
Oh, the bullet, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez, oh, that's a good point. I did almost get one shot. Did forget about that.
Oh.
Also,
a bullet.
those ice salamanders were quite scary.
Why is that song that worked?
Oh, no. That's
No.
me fucking up.
Shouldn't stop. I'll do it.
yeah.
I'll find it. Just
Okay. It's just skipping everything. That's dead annoying. Okay.
She played Coldplay.
Twice. Yeah, I know. Ugh.
I didn't do it. I don't know how that happened.
I think actual God is trying to tell you something.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all the tracks skipping one after another. It's dead annoying. So you fought a bullet. You don't get those in. You don't get them in the lowlands. They're more in the mountains. That must have been terrifying. What did you do?
I think Lorelei moves it's like a sort of a blue turtleneck sort of thing, and moves it to the side a bit and shows a bit of her shoulder, and you can see the scar from where it bit her. Sort of ran. Well, not ran. It hurt, and we climbed on a rock.
Well, I suppose it's sensible. That's an awful scar. I know it's polite conversations, but do you have any other? Okay, not dangerous things. Let's move the conversation on to more happy topics. What's the most fantastic animal you've seen on your travels, or creature rather?
Oh, what were the water things called?
Hippocampal.
Hippocampi. I always get confused.
Oh yeah.
When we saw the hippocampi, that was really nice.
I really like the giant frog.
Huh?
The
You know,
fucking
with
frog
the small
hemoth.
voice. Yeah, frog hemoth.
A froghemoth? I thought they were dangerous.
This
I mean,
sounds-
danger and beauty are like two sides of the same coin, depending on who you ask.
Someone squeezes your leg from under the table. You don't know who it was.
Is that a warning or a compliment?
Do you think it might have been Rusty? No, he. Yeah, so he's like, yes, I suppose so, but he looks at Lou with a cocked eyebrow. I never thought a froghemoth would be considered beautiful. At this point, starters would have come out, by the way. We're not going into details, but it'll be whatever soup you want.
by the way, I think when Lafi mentions the hippocampi, I think in her head, Lola would say, "What about the dragon?"
Yeah, there was a dragon.
Yeah. I mean, if we mention a dragon, he's gonna be like, "Didn't you fight it?"
That's
No,
true.
he's from the area that, like, there's a 50-50 chance
He's
he's
from
either from
Dragon
Dragonland or he's from Dragon Country. If he's from Dragon Country, he would be aware there are 100% good dragons. Like there are good, like the queen of this country is like the pope of this country is a fucking dragon.
What was the dragon? What kind of dragon was it? Was it a white dragon?
Crystal
no, it was an
dragon.
Astral. It was one of the weird ones.
It was a gem dragon. It was
one of the. It was a
Crystal.
gem dragon, James.
Yeah, gem dragon. Yeah, the gem dragon. Yes, there's rumours of some of them on the road out into near Haven Orel, but I've never seen one myself. I'm from just over the. I'm from Yadradan, but close enough that we occasionally see some of the larger ones flying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful. And
That's what we say.
mm,
I'm just going. I'm just
he's
racking
like
my memory.
slurping his soup. He's like slurping his soup.
It was a crystal dragon, yeah. Like, sure.
Yeah. Oh, well, what about treasure? Have you found any interesting treasure on your way?
Well, we find. Did we
Rusty?
find Lafi's staff, or did it appear when she regained her memories?
That kind of
Both.
like both, yeah. Do you actually say Rusty?
Yeah, Rusty is the best thing she's
Oh,
ever
he's
found.
gonna love that.
He's a king now, not a person.
He's genuinely gonna love that. He's just gonna be like, he's gonna like a big fucking stupid grin on his face. And when you finish talking, he's gonna turn around to the captain and be like, "Yes, I'm a treasure."
Oh, and Malcolm
He's
slaps
gonna
her
love
soup.
that.
Is
Yeah.
Laffy close enough to like pat him on the head?
If you want to sat next to him, yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna like get like, you know when you like ruffle a kid's hair. So I
Yeah.
don't know. He's got like scales, so she's just
Yeah.
gonna like pat
I
his head and be like,
imagine it's
"Yeah,
just
you are."
tiny little blunt horns, like like loads of little horns, but like they're
Yeah.
not sharp. He's over the moon with that. Like
Aw.
Riptide is gonna snort into her soup as well. But yeah, she that's really cute.
Can I ask, Lorelai in her head if I should activate my code?
What, the stun code?
I would
Yes.
say maybe no. You could blind everyone here.
Well, it's only for 6 seconds.
6 seconds is more than
We
enough
are
time to
eating, and it
blind.
might
Yeah.
cause. It might raise some alarms.
Just in the room?
Maybe what you could do
Just start a
is
flashbang.
maybe like the Kirk can probably like not do the full thing. You can like shimmer it a little bit to show it, but not
Oh yeah, you can
blind
show
all
it
of
off
us.
if you'd like, yeah. But I don't know why you'd set off a stun grenade in the middle of a fucking restaurant.
Just
Okay.
a second, elderly come. Oh, Margaret!
Yeah, because there's like waiters walking by with like hot
Oh,
plates
great
of food.
heavens!
Oh, great heavens!
So after like that conversation, the soup plates are taken away, and there is like
the
a
suplex.
the soup course is taken away,
Sorry.
and the mains is brought out, which is a very like chicken and pasta, like nicey kind of plate of food with like roast
Carbonara.
vegetables. What? Chicken and pasta and poppadoms.
Said
Did you-
carbonara.
Oh, carbonara. So I think you said poppadoms. Like, okay. All right. I love poppadoms, but I wouldn't have them with pasta. Yeah. So this nice plate of food is brought out. You know, it's really tasty, and it is whatever it needs to be for you to enjoy it. And he's looking around. He goes, "So, Starlight Syndicate is into the name." where did that come from?
Don't make me eating notes.
As he Cookie Monsters his plate of food.
Lafi is a big astronomy fan.
Well, I also there's a few of us that have some links to the stars, in a way.
Really?
So, well, not some of them more than others.
Her nickname is Wolf.
That doesn't link with the stars.
Yes, I was going to ask.
No, like mentions the looks at the gem because in the drawing I did recently it's wrong. Obviously, Lafi had Aeon change her paradigm of wound closure into like a moon. Looks to that. I work for the Midnight Hunt in Haven Orel, which obviously has links to the stars and the moon and things.
I've never had the pleasure of meeting a member of the Hunt before. Usually when if they come near the boat, it's on business. It's nice to see you have social lives and.
Not everyone. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, so you're like the cool one?
No, not at all.
Okay. He's like very good-natured. Ribbon. He's like, there's no syndication. Then it's just a nice word that not rhymes, but flows on naturally.
Alliteration.
Yeah, alliteration. Yes. Excellent. And so the mains disappears, and the the pudding dessert comes out. It's like nice sorbets and stuff.
Lemon sorbet would be amazing right now.
It's nice. It's a hot day as well, so it's like really refreshing.
It sounds like evening now, though, right?
Yeah, it's like a warm evening.
Yeah.
And as you look over like sunset, the sun is setting kind of behind the ship, and you're in the rear of the ship, so the whole room is illuminated by this like golden red light. It's very, very pretty. There's like chandeliers that are like casting lights over all of there. And he's asked you about like dangerous things, what got you into. He's just like making idle conversation, but asking a question. So, did any of you know each other before you became a group?
I actually don't know the answer to this one. I'm actually the newest member, so...
No.
Oh, interesting. So, do you think... how long do you think you'll remain a group? Is there one thing you're trying to do, or are you just enjoying each other's company? No.
Enjoying is a strong word there.
a bit of column A, a bit of column B.
Yeah, Lafi would go a bit quiet at that because obviously the whole thing going on, she doesn't know. She'd like to stay a group, but you know.
I think I would say I think it's take things not one day at a time, but one mission at a time and see what happens. As long as I think we can.
It's a dangerous job, and there's no guarantee that everyone will make it.
We're having a nice meal, Luke. Please be quiet.
Rusty's like, he turns to Cap's like, yes, don't worry, but I'll look after them all. Riptide again snorts into a sorbet. And then the sorbet course is taken and the coffees come out and the conversation moves on slightly. And he goes, so, heading back to the city, you've got any plans on what you're going to do next? Glug, 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 glug. He's a very loud consumer of food. Like, he drinks his coffee like...
I think Lorelei would probably say it in the heads of like Lafi. I think probably just everyone in the group just very quickly just say, I don't know if we're allowed to say anything about that. I'm not sure.
Blue out loud is going to say, I'm going to be friend and check on my sister. Nothing more.
Wonderful.
I actually
maybe
don't know why we're
join
going
you...
back to the city. I think I wasn't there for that session. I don't know if it's told to me.
Maybe not. Well, the boat is heading to the city, which I think from what you would have known is the group has like a house of infinite rooms that they have available to them, where it's like their central, like their base. It's like in the city. I mean, they've in fact spent more time on this farm than they ever did in this fucking central base. But everyone has a room there. It's a central location for them all. And they share that space with it's meant to be a rival party, but it's just like another party that they get on with really well. So they just like share the space and like they can fill in the gaps in their expertises and stuff. But yeah, so he carries on making polite conversation as the night wears on. And is there anything particular you'd like to talk to him about. He seems to be well travelled. Obviously, he is the captain of a boat. And he goes on to say that this is not like the only place that he's done. He spends a lot of his time going off continent to sometimes on fishing runs. He tells you of the story, like the rumors of other continents out there. Like Warndell is not the entire, like it's well known that it's not the entirety of the world. It's just one continent that seems to be immeasurably far from anywhere else. And occasionally he's gone out to try and find these other places, but has never found anything, and always ended up coming back being a little bit disappointed. But every so often, like unusual boats will wash up on, like unusual wrecks of boats will wash up on the shore with people speaking languages that no one else knows, and very quickly they acclimatise to life in Warndell. But unusual habits, talking about different gods and stuff like that. So presumably there is life out there, but no one's been able to find it. And he tells stories of his adventures on the high seas. One time his boat was attacked by aboleths and stuff like that, and they managed to overpower them and flee, and stuff like that. But is there anything particularly you would like to talk with him about?
Is Birdseye a family name?
It is, yes, it is.
I think he mentioned that one of his brothers works in the fish market.
Yes, me and my 4 only children brothers worked on the fisheries. I've joined him on some of his journeys before for fishing, and we've he's done quite well for himself. Fingers in no fishing advice.
What is the craziest thing you've seen on the high seas?
All the low seas.
Do you know what a donkey show is?
No.
I do not.
Well, maybe not. No, not for one for this conversation. But so the strangest creature I ever saw out there. We thought we found land, and then it moved and reared up, and it was this humongous, gargantuan creature with land on its back that was circling around. Well, what we worked out by sextant after was circling the continent. We avoided it. We didn't get anywhere near it. It was large beyond comparison.
Like a dragon turtle.
Bigger.
Oh.
Bigger. Like as big as we saw it from. We thought it was land. We thought it was another continent, and then we realised as it reared up, it was probably 40, 50 miles away, and we saw it rear up.
Wow.
If just hypothetically, if you were to get close, do you think you could walk on it, and would it be miles long, type of big? Or
to see
obviously
it,
you said it was quite a distance away. But...
we saw it via with instruments and with our telescopes and our man in the crow's nest. We estimated it to be about 10-20 miles across at least.
Wow. That's quite a tale.
And could you roll anyone who wants rolls a nature check?
Yes. Things I'm
Hey James, can I ask if Faithing's undead? I assume no.
20?
But...
no.
Okay.
20 for Lafi, 15 for Lou.
Never mind.
14 for
I'm
me.
slightly drunk.
I would say then for Lou and Lafi specifically, turtles have a shell, obviously, and that shell serves a couple of purposes, but the primary one is defensive. It stops it being eaten. So a 20-mile long creature that's had to evolve a shell has a very large predator.
Christ.
Jesus Christ, that's actually crazy to think about. I didn't think we were bringing actual evolution into this.
Laffy's gonna have a half a mouthful of soup with a spoon and
She spits out our coffee.
Yeah, chokes on a Biscoff.
Yeah.
How large are krakens in this
Not
world?
that big, right?
Not that big. Jesus.
No?
No.
They're not like.
Maybe
They're like
miles.
I think in D&D they're gargantuan, the biggest size range. I can't
So
remember
thinking back to the water plane and the
The
tentacles.
Leviathan under that, you didn't see it. I mean, you had no.
I mean, also Leviathan, there isn't a known size. It's just the ocean in a way.
The ocean, yeah. It's like the spirit of the plane, basically. I won't give anything else away, but yeah, it would be. Also, it's you have no frame of reference. Like the closest you can think of would be a dragon turtle, but it would be just so much bigger than anything you could comprehend. There's nothing you can think of that could approach that in terms of size. Like even the largest creatures that you're aware of that are gargantuan, which are Algad the dragon, and Yadra the giant. Yadra the giant is like a quintessence, one of the elemental forces of the world. Probably would be like 1.5 miles tall, just like huge. Like he looks down at people and he can barely see them. And Algad the dragon would be like probably a wingspan from like tip to tip if it's stretched out all the way. Would probably be like 1 kilometer wing to wing. But
a mile tall is massive, but that's still like
in fact, probably would be 2 kilometers wing to wing. Actually, probably like the gargantuan dragon is so big that you could like easily step into its nostril.
And that's still like a fraction of the size.
Yeah, that's like 1/10 of.
Yeah. Jesus. I know we're going to Havenora, but I'm kind of interested. I kind of want to go on a turtle hunt.
I do not want to go on that turtle hunt.
He tells you that this was like months into one of the largest expeditions to try and find land. Like 3 months of travel in a single direction, and they'd not found anything. They'd been like subsiding off fish, and they'd specifically taken out with them like mages and druids and stuff who could bring them water. But even they were like they got through as much of the stuff they could, and were reaching the end of their ability to like feed the crew. They'd like consumed all of their supposed to start to suffer from exhaustion and scurvy and stuff like that, because even Goodbury wasn't cutting it anymore. Like the diet was restrictive. Everyone was exhausted. They just wanted to go home, and then they saw this. They thought, "Oh, we've done it. We found land. Let's look at it." And then, like the next day, they realised it fucking moved. They were like, "Okay, yep." Then again, maybe not.
People live on it.
We didn't. I don't want to sound like a coward, but we didn't get anywhere near it.
I think that's completely fair.
That's fair. That is totally fair, especially if you see it rear up. Normally, when an animal rears up, there's a reason.
Would I have heard? Can I make a history check to see if I would have heard anything about this, considering I've been here before and turtles live a very long time?
Mm-hmm.
I think you do too.
Me?
This is quite a high DC. Oh, okay,
21.
It's not something you've encountered, but when you have.
Because I don't know if we've discussed, because we've discussed before now that like when Lafi wasn't here, she could kind of like
look down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would have seen things moving, but it's not. The interesting things weren't happening there. That was just it was a thing moving on a map, but the things you were looking at, the things that were calling out to you that needed help, that wasn't one of them. That was that was a thing that was completely self-contained, self-reliant. So you may have seen it. I would say yes, you saw it and you remember seeing it, but in terms of real-world context, what it was, you have no idea. Like it would be like finding any other monster that you weren't familiar with. Like, yeah, you may have heard of it, you may have seen it from a distance, but in terms of what it's actually doing right there, you have no idea.
Yeah.
But we will bring that conversation to an end, because I know Kudo has been wanting to speak to Lafi for a little while. But you have this very nice meal, this very chilled out meal with like not piercing questions. This guy's genuinely interested in hearing what the life of an adventurer is like. He seems fascinated with all your stories. He's really enjoyed it, and at the end of the meal, like an hour and a half later, you've had I was going to say a good filling then, but maybe I'll have it later. I don't know. You've had a good amount of food, and it's you're not so full you feel like heavy with it. It's been like a nice light evening meal, and he goes, well, ladies, gentlemen. Gentlemen, and he kind of addresses Rusty as he says that, and Rusty grins. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Now, I must bid you adieu as I am needed back on the bridge. But please feel free to stay here, enjoy the restaurant. Do not worry about the bill. As I say, this is all my thank you to you for getting us on the road, and thank you for all the hard work you do out there. But I must away. in case of icebergs, and he laughs as he walks away.
Thank
And heads to
you.
the bridge. He does that thing where he like goes around, he shakes everyone's hand if they're into it. I think for some people, those who are dressed in a more outwardly feminine way, those ladies in dresses, he would very like not in a sleazy way, but do like the hand kiss. But those who are dressed in a more reserved isn't the word I'm looking for, but those who aren't dressed in like very flowy dresses, he would be like if it's like a wolf is in like I would say like business casual. I think that's probably the best word for it. He would definitely like he'd do the handshake with a hand on top of it. Genuinely pleased to have met you if you're going to incite him, and then he toddles off, leaving you to do what you will. But I wanted to end the meal a little bit there so we could have time for Kudo and Lafi to have their little conversation. But I thought about this a moment ago. If you want, you two can go off into the corner. I will drop the bot into the other channel, and the table can remain here talking, so we don't hear what's happening. And I can add it in later.
It's up to Kudo. It depends how much Kudo wants to give away.
Would you like that?
That's actually yes.
Okay.
I hate you. I'm way too interested.
Yeah, I know. You just have to wait until I release it. But yeah, okay. So if you want to join me in the channel marked fortune telling, guys, role play amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a moment.
Jesus. So about that weather.
About that turtle, huh?
Oh no!
What does it eat?
It's that awkward thing where half the people have left, and it's like everyone
The
who doesn't talk as
peacemakers of the
often.
group. Well, peacemaker. I mean, Lafi with that, but
As soon as Lafi could get up, Wolf gets on the table and shoots Lynn up.
How those nipple tassel things treat you, Lou?
it was you.
No, not at all. I was not involved.
I take out my. It's not loaded. I take out my crossbow and point at you. Did you do that?
I helped Kudo. It was Kudo's idea. He forced me to do it.
You do that again, and I will stab you in the kidney.
Oh, I thought you were
I'm
a
not
joke.
kidding. I have to replace my armor because of that shit.
I may have used too much adhesive.
Elmer's super glue.
Aeon, are you proficient with leatherworking?
Yes.
You're going to fix my armor.
Okay.
I
And
also
no funny
have,
business.
I have a spare set
No
of
worries.
studded leather armor, but I don't use anymore.
I also have stood leather armor that I don't use
And
anymore.
we are about the same height.
You were angry with me.
I'm aware. I still am. I'm just being nice.
Well, if you give me an hour, because I don't have any leather working tools on me, I'll.
Wait, I might have lied. I might have sold it. I apologize. I sold it.
Well, if you give me an hour, I can work on it in the evening and get it back to you. I just need an hour because I don't have any leather working tools. I need an hour to make some.
I think Lola will.
Go ahead.
There you go. Mine will be something completely different.
You can just create tools.
I need
As the both of you head off to the a side part of the restaurant, like a partition, where you pull it off. There's like a certain metal part of it that dampens Wolf's psychic ability here, and you can close your eyes and ears to it as you do. And the last thing you see, Lafi, is Rusty kind of craning his head back, make sure that like there's not a look of concern on his face, but he is definitely watching what's happening. As the two of you walk around, you can sit in this quiet, darkened part of the cafe. Well, not darkened though. This quiet part of the cafe to have your discussion. There's a table between you, and there's glasses of water there, and you're out of the way of the waiters and stuff. This would typically be a romantic corner. But yeah, the two of you sit down, I guess.
Yeah, I think Laffy's very telltale nervous because she's had a lot of private conversations recently, and she is scared. Yeah, tired and very, on edge.
Yeah. Okay.
So she sort of just like shuffle into the seat and like stare at Kudo like, okay.
If you want to do any checks, I will allow you to set your own DCs and stuff. I'm going to go back to the other ones because I don't want to hear this. Oh, sorry.
Can you just send me the tarot reading again? So I have.
Sure. The one that I gave to you 3 times.
Yes, but I can't. Wait, it was probably my chat in the
I will send it
chat.
to you via DM now.
Perfect.
2 seconds.
Oh no, I have it already. It's in my character chat.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Cool. There you go.
Okay.
But I will leave you to it. Once you're done, jump back in, and then we will end the bot in here. And I'll see you guys in a minute.
Okay.
Let me just go back into it now. I can't get out of the channel. There we go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So, you remember when we had the tarot readings, right?
Yeah.
Well, 2 of the points I was read. The less spicy one is there is a clear leader, but they may not be the strongest or loudest, and we should find and follow them. Which, first of all, sounds very important. Second of all, assuming that it doesn't mean Lorelei, since she's inhabiting this role at the moment, I'm kind of feeling. I'm not sure who this would be. And I think it might be you.
Me?
Yes, since, being one of the little sisters and all.
I'm not sure people would listen to me, though.
Well, that's the thing. It says we should follow them. And it also says not the strongest or loudest, and you're at least not the loudest of the party. Strongest
not the strongest.
Well, that is situational, but you kept me alive more than I could count. Just so you know that, and maybe grow up to the. Holy fuck! What was that?
There must be a dog on the ship.
What kind of monster bellows in the deep?
It must be that turtle that we're talking about.
Well, maybe you can find your strength and grow up to the occasion and maybe inhabit your destined role. But the one thing that is more interesting and why I don't want to be talking with the others about this yet. I also got the High Priestess. And there is a secret. One in the party is false.
Oh.
And whoever that is, we should bring them into the light and reveal their true form. Restore them, O Knight of the Moon, cut through the deception.
I don't know who that would be. I mean, Lou has been quite dishonest with us, but I don't think that she's hiding anything crazy.
I'm not sure if it's actually dishonesty or just not telling everything. But this sounds more like active deception or something like a condition like Aeon, but I don't think it's that either, since, well, we know it.
Yeah.
And since I'm kind of appointed as a guardian to you, or that this should be also my job, if you remember.
Yeah, I mean, I can say with certainty that it sounds awful to say, but obviously there's a few people in the group that I trust 100%, and there's some that I'm still...
I assumed that you would not have suspicions of Lorelei, but and then we are only left with Amber, Aeon, and Lou, I think. If we could count Rusty.
I mean, we've only known Aeon for a short time, so there's a chance he could be hiding something.
Yeah, but
Azalea's been a little bit distant recently. And Lou, I don't even know where to start with Lou.
yeah, she's a difficult nut to crack.
Maybe it would be worth us, like, having one-on-one conversations with them at some point, and just not saying, like, you're hiding something, but trying to see if they have a reaction to something that we say. Maybe if you brought up that part of your tarot reading when we were all around the table, I could try and look for, like, mannerisms or something that might give it away. It doesn't have to be on the nose, like, completely, but if you mention the word deception or disguise or something like that, I could try and see if anybody has a reaction to it, like, body language wise.
Yeah, I could try that, but I'm also notoriously not good at that. My specialty is more...
I could say I got it in my reading and just wanted to talk when everyone was in the same room.
Yeah, also I don't know how everybody feels about me. I think you've got most people really trusting you. Also with my quite interesting hobby of little pranks.
Hey, if you're in the mood for more pranks, the tassels thing was really funny, so more stuff like that, please. That was great.
Well, this was just really the prank delivered on a silver platter.
Her armor looks really beat up. I think she struggled to get those off.
Well, I did get some help from Aeon in getting
really?
them on. So they were quite well stuck there. But yeah, I hope it's not the same amount of nerve-wracking as Lou has done the last few days, but also I think this is worth.
But yeah, this was good news. Nervous news, definitely. I don't know how to be a leader, really. But
I was not expecting this to be the more nerve-wracking part for you.
Well, I think it's when it comes to the person who's deceiving or hiding or whatever they're doing, I think that's something that we have to deal with as it happens.
Yeah.
But as for the leading thing and everyone following me, I tend to not make the best decisions all the time. But my reading
will be fine.
My reading was about focusing on the big important things, while still, taking time to appreciate the small things, which I think I can do. I think I just tend to get distracted, but I can try.
Yeah, and apparently also should. At least that's what the parts said.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you didn't tell me somebody was going to sneak into my room and play with my bowels, so conversation successful, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, should we head back?
Also, you can be assured that none of my pranks include any bowel moving or playing.
Okay, good. I'm very glad to hear that. She's terrifying when she wants to be. She.
Well, I think that's in the nature of her job or career, or how you want to call it.
Yeah. I just wish she'd stop constantly.
Yeah.
She's just pushing Wolf, and it's gonna end badly for one of them. And I don't want it to be Wolf.
If you want to tell Wolf a secret, knock knock pranks or I don't know how it's called in English. That's me. Knocking on the door and running away. Pretty effective on Lou.
Amazing. Okay, I will keep that in mind.
You just have to be good.
Okay, well I can Misty Step away, so I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I did it with Magic Hand from the bedroom side, but
Oh my
knocked on the
gosh.
outside. Oh,
I bet she was really mad.
She did camp the door.
Oh no. Okay, well, we should get back before they get
Yeah,
suspicious and weird. But thank you
and
for
Lorelai
telling
may
me.
even get jealous.
She's probably having a mental breakdown right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, that as well. Yeah, let's get back.
Okay.
I need an hour of uninterrupted work and a set of other artisan tools to do it, but yes, I can just make tools.
Man. The most useful thing.
Can you make a disguise kit for me tomorrow?
Yes.
Because if I remember right, and correct me if I'm wrong, the boat is due to arrive at Haven tomorrow, or was it the day past?
It arrives at about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then you'll have a gentle amount of time to disembark, and then it will be a short, casual stroll to the what's it called? It's like a suburban area that you live in, for lack of a better word.
I think Lorelai will look to Azalea and be like, "So, what did you get up to when you were not here? Because you look very, I don't say worse for wear because we just came out of a water plane, but ill, maybe?"
It's been quite a few days getting swept up in things and losing where I was and who I was and what was going on.
Sounds like you had a great time. Sorry I missed it. It sounds great.
What I remember of it was a lot of fun. And I think I've gotten that out of my system for now.
Well, I'm glad you're back. Anyway, I was gutted when you weren't there when the girls in the Aeon found me. So yeah.
Yeah.
What about Kudo?
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Kudo. How
And
could I
Rusty.
forget? Well, Rusty wasn't there, was he? He was back at the farm.
That's true.
Yeah. Kudo's one of the girls now. Anyway, honorary girl. She looks over to see it, and you see that Kudo and Lafi are like hidden out of sight. Wolf, you kind of know where they are, but you can't quite reach them with your thoughts messages at the moment. It's like maybe they're sat behind something that's giving them total cover, or it's like some kind of weird magic that prevents you from eavesdropping.
I wouldn't have eavesdropped anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
I was only slightly annoyed. I was more than slightly annoyed at you when you said to go into the other channel because I'm so curious. And my notes I'm gonna hate it because my notes just have a random blank spot now. But I'm not gonna eavesdrop.
I'm really excited to hear as well. But it'll happen. What'll happen is with this conversation, and then I will supercut to them, star wipe to them.
Fair enough.
I will say, by the way, I don't think I can make a disguise kit, depending on how DM rules it, because they aren't artisan tools. I can only make artisan tools.
What defines an artisan tool?
Rules is written. You have artisan tools, gaming sets, musical instruments, and miscellaneous.
Yeah.
A disguise kit.
So it would be like a toolkit for someone like an alchemist or a brewer.
Alchemist, brewery, calligraphy, carpenter.
I do. Like actually create stuff.
I do have a disguise kit.
You have a disguise? Since when?
This has been mentioned multiple times.
Yeah, you definitely used. I think, in fairness, though, I think the last time you used it was our first one-to-one session.
No, I think the last time I used
Because
it.
you high-vised it.
No. The last time I used it, I believe, was to get the outfits for when we were doing the.
Oh, for the Little Sisters Lookalike competition.
No. It was ages ago. It was for the the gang war.
Oh, the gang war. Yeah.
I believe
That
that was the
one,
last time.
Jesus.
I mean, it was ages ago, but I believe that's the last time they were used.
Yeah.
Okay,
You reminded me about the fucking tablet thing that I've forgotten about. Rusty's been caning the battery life of that. No one's had a chance to use it, but that thing still exists.
Jesus.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Wolf, can you let me the disguise kit before we reach Havenhall?
May I ask you why, or will I regret asking you why? Like I feel like I regret every time I talk to you.
Well, the people working for William will be able to distinguish me on sight, and I can't rely on magic for that. I don't think so. At least we're going against wizards, so it's a preemptive measure.
Do you really think that they're going to be looking for you again? We sent them packing before.
He's not going to stop with just that.
Lou, I would ask one
Yeah.
thing. Can you say please?
This Riptide's like got food halfway to her mouth, like. Oh right, okay. I don't think that word's in her vocabulary.
Riptide, shush.
I'm sorry. I hate awkward silences.
I don't care.
Yeah.
She starts cutting the pasta really loud.
How about I pay you 5 copper for it?
I have no need for money.
Can you please let me your disguise kit?
Of course. There you go.
Nope.
She just gets out
Why
the
do you
bag of
have it now?
It's in the bag of holding. She
I
always carries the bag of
imagine
holding.
the bag of holding is like a little clutch.
Well, it's like a satchel, so it counts. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, later I'm going to, well, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to give you 2 letters. I'll explain then what they
I
are.
swear to fucking god.
Hey, Lorelei, can I put some stuff in the bag of holding because I'm kind of cluttered up here.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Because I have I've got some studded leather armor that I'm not using now.
At this point, Aeon, like you'll feel like a little tug on your sleeve, and you turn around, and Fred is there. He's like, "Master, I've been in the room all day. Would you?
I haven't been allowed to go to the toilet, Master.
I've been keeping the bed warm all day, and I need to relieve myself.
Go toilet.
Okay.
You left him this entire time just chilling?
Yeah, I did.
What the hell?
I didn't want to have to deal with him.
Wait, so is he like actually someone who just teleported here, or?
You know what? I'm not sure. It's a little bit unclear. I think he was a real person that was teleported to me and has autonomy, but
I tell you what.
A lord?
Tell you what. Let's put this to bed. Would you all like to roll me Arcana checks, please? And let's see.
Right, feelings on that, James?
I will say advantage from one source, but I will not tell you which one.
What is the roll I actually rolled really well on?
Yeah,
I
Azalea
genuinely
and Aeon.
don't think Lou would know the specifics of this.
No, your 15 will not make it, 14 will not make it, but a 23 from Aeon and a 19 from Azalea will cut the mustard here. So you think about, you know, you perhaps, you know, the story of you guys having a go at the deck of many things comes up, and you know, Kudo has accidentally been like touched by this necromantic spirit of death that is apparently still lingering around somewhere, but it hasn't shown its face again. Perhaps it's waiting for the right moments to strike. And Aeon got this dude, Fred the foot fetish knight.
Fred the foot fetish knight.
And what
foot fetish fighter.
you think about it, what probably most likely happened is that Fred the knight was a person who had pulled a duff card from the deck of many things. Perhaps it was the Death Spirit, and he lost that fight. And as not a punishment, but as a consequence of that, his soul was trapped in the deck, and you pulling that card is basically him getting a second chance of life with no real understanding of what happened to him previously. No way of finding that out. That he could be from a different plane of existence. He could be from anywhere. All he knows at the moment is his sole reason for being alive and having the opportunity to experience life again is because of Aeon pulling that card. So that's
saved a man today.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Aeon. You begun
You're
a cult
dad.
of one man.
Aeon, what do you want to put the bag of holding, by the way? Sorry,
I just want to put some studded leather armor in there. Might be it. You know what? I'm going to put a light crossbow in there.
Why did you bring a crossbow to dinner?
I know, but wait, can I sell some of the shit here? Before I do it?
I have no interest in arguing with you about how much you're going to buy or sell shit from.
Aeon has any crossbow bolts? Well, I would gladly take them off your house.
You can have the crossbow bolts if you want them. I thought you didn't need to load weapons.
No, I don't need to load them, but I still need the ammo.
Needs the ammo.
How many is it? Is it 20? I assume it's just a case, yeah.
I think you were probably actually quite low, weren't you?
I was on 26.
Yeah, you had 60 at one
point. Wolf, do you just reach into your bag of holding every time to take out a bolt?
No,
I don't see you.
I have a case on me, not in the bag of holding, that I have full, and it's confusing. I manage.
Oh, they snuck back in. They didn't say.
You need to kill the.
We're back.
Yeah.
I know that was only 3 seconds ago. So
how did it go?
Yeah. So coming back to the table, I'm going to say they are led by Kudo. Could you give us some facial expressions, please? Or like,
I think
what are you trying to? Yeah.
I think Lafi has this thing when she's nervous where she like twiddles her fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine she's sort of doing that and like looking down, but she's not looking like sad, if that makes sense. She's just looking like just nervous. Yeah, I don't know.
And what about Kudo?
Kudo's more like having finally gotten rid of a responsibility.
Like he's a bit relieved.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the word.
Okay.
That's the word.
I think as they walk back, Laura will just be like, "You two alright?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a thing. I need to ask first. Is there a way for me to say something and then using my D12 thing that I have, reading everybody's micro reactions to what I say?
It's just like an insight check.
It is like an insight
Basically.
check. It's to a group of people.
Yeah.
I need to think of the mechanics of that.
Do it one by
It would
one.
just be her like standing, possibly like behind Wolf or behind Kudo, saying something and then just seeing if anybody has a reaction to it at all. Like even like I don't know how to describe it.
Hint of something.
Just a hint of something. I just want to see if anybody
That's the
like,
reaction.
breaks eye contact or shuffles awkwardly or anything like that.
I will say, because you're trying to read a few people, I'll say an insight check plus your D12, but with disadvantage.
On the insight or the D12?
On the
Or both?
On the actual check.
On the actual check, yeah.
Okay. So
I will
Lafi...
do this. I will also do the looking out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lafi's gonna stand behind Kudo as Kudo sits down and just be like, so, we were talking to the captain about our tarot readings and stuff, and a weird thing came up in mine. Something about somebody that we know not being who they say they are, like a disguise or something. Do you guys think there was anybody that we met that was hiding something like that?
Okay, so before people respond or jump to rolls, if they are going, I would like everyone to roll a charisma check, but just plain charisma, and then add in whatever the
wow.
nat 20
that's
from the
annoying.
insight plus
Yeah.
1. Add in the number for whether you are hiding an emotion or being forthright with it, if that makes sense.
So high if you're truthful, low if you're hiding something.
So Aeon.
Obviously, someone could not be hiding something, but still roll low.
Roll real low. So like Aeon rolled a nat 1.
I did too.
This is the best charisma check I've ever made, by the way. And it doesn't matter.
I will say there's that. I don't want to put words in people's mouths because there's some really shit rolls there. I'm gonna have to. There's like a couple of people who I'm gonna say anyone who rolled.
That's one. There are 2 people here. I did
I'm gonna say there's a few people who don't meet your eye or like don't hold your eye contact.
Yeah.
And some that hold it very intensely. I need to speak to people individually to expand on this a little bit more.
Okay.
But yeah, there is a look of like people. In fact, I haven't rolled for Riptide all time.
And Rusty, technically.
And I haven't got a Rusty sheet anymore.
That's true. That was a save.
Oh.
I don't know if the number's different.
I think it's the same.
I think it's probably the same.
Yeah, it's just the same, yeah. Okay. He would have rolled... interesting. Okay. So the only person who meets your eye to an amount that kind of puts your qualms to bed is Riptide. For the moment. But I have to speak to characters individually before I expand on that, because it may well be that there's other people who put your qualms to rest. Okay, but that's just for now. But so don't this is that too much. I don't have Rusty sheet. Rusty does not hold. I will say this right now with the 3. Rusty cannot hold your eye. He like looks away.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't think I've met anybody that I don't trust. I'm just not great at reading people. You guys are. That's why I thought I'd ask. But it's probably nothing because the tarot cards were a little bit vague. But if there is anything that you guys haven't told us, maybe we could just be a little bit more open with each other. I don't see why, at this point, we've known each other quite a while. Not Aeon, obviously. But I see you as a part of the family now. I just hope that you guys can all trust me, because I trust all of you. So if there is anything that somebody wanted to talk about, as Lou knows, we will listen without judgment.
Okay.
You do know that tarot isn't real, right?
Well, there were some things that were quite accurate, so I guess it just depends on interpretation. Like I say, it could be nothing, but better safe than sorry.
I will say, we will leave it there for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to speak to people individually before we carry on any further.